This week on Cardinals Kids, learn baseball from the pros at Cardinal summer camps. Meet a special friend from Cardinal Glennon, and could Fredbird be the next great artist? Find out because Cardinals Kids starts right now.
Take me out to the Cardinals. Take me out with the kids. It's friends and fun and Fredbird too. There's always something great just waiting for you. So let's root for the Cardinals. Come on, flip up your lids, cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out with the Cardinals kids. Oh yeah!
Hey kids, I'm Andy Bennis. This is Fredbird. You're watching Cardinals Kids, brought to you by SSM, Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, right here on Fox Sports Midwest. It's summertime, and that means Cardinal baseball. Oh yeah, and a break from school. Brad, what's with the book bag? Wait a minute. You have to go to summer school? I knew you were a little behind in your PE class, but I thought you'd at least pass. It says here that you've been accepted into the art school for mascots. Hey, so you're taking summer art classes. That's great, Fred. I love art. Hey, maybe since the classes don't start for a little bit, we could practice. We could get a little warm up. It'll be great. Don't you think so, you man? Come on. Come on.
Art classes, yes, definitely a great idea. You know, I am also a professor of life, and I do believe in expanding one's creative side, developing the normal cognitive brain functions, if you will.
Yeah, what he said. Here, have a seat here. This looks like a great art studio. This is great. You have a smock, you have an art hat. Let's get to drawing. Let's make something great. Fred, did you just grow a beard? Or did you draw that on? Looks good. Check it out, Fred. I made a cat. Whiskers and everything. You like it? I happen to think it's really good. Better than that beard you grew. All right, what'd you draw? Let me see. That looks just like Professor U-Man in the lab. Nice job, Fred.
Yeah, there's a striking resemblance to a bad drawing. Let me show you something about sketching here, okay? There you go, my interpretation of a baseball. And I'm not finished yet. Watch as I put my art in motion with the cap dance. It's time for the powered by Peabody cap dance. Look at them go. Watch out below. Anybody else getting dizzy? Whew. Oops. I think I lost it. Those caps are really moving. Here comes the tricky part. Okay, is the ball under cap 1, 2, or 3? It's number 3. Great job, and thanks for playing the Powered by Peabody Cap Dance. Coming up next, find out how you can learn baseball from former Cardinal players. You're watching Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, where their love for kids just keeps on growing.
Jason and I have a challenge for you two.
What, who can hit it the furthest? No. I want to see who can raise more money for Cardinal Glennon.
We're going to raise money every time we strike somebody out.
You do know, thousands of fans from 38 states already pledged to Homers for Health.
Case for Kids, we're going to reach the world.
We accept your challenge.
Who will you support, the sluggers or the pitchers? Make your pledge today at Glennon.org or at any Johnny Mac's location. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody.
K's for kids, powered by
the pitchers.
Hey kids, welcome back to the show, or should I say, art school. You see, the big Redbird decided to tap into his creative side by taking summer art classes. So we're practicing before school starts. We started with drawing, and now we're using a new medium. No, Fred, not a medium shirt. I'm a double extra large. A new medium, a different material to do artwork. We're gonna sculpt now. We have clay. So how's your project coming along? Wow, it looks like a mini you. Wow, that's cool. I went with a little more of a traditional pottery approach. It's a coffee mug. I like it, but there's something missing. You know what? A coffee mug needs a saucer to sit on. Do you mind? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, you didn't want to save that, did you? Hey, here you go. You can make something else. Right there. Hey, while Fred's coming up with a new creation, check out how kids are learning baseball from the former Cardinal players. It's called the Cardinal Kids Clinics. Count it down for me, Clay Pigeon. 3, 2, 1, roll tape.
St. Louis Cardinals Kids Clinics. Nice swing. We do 5 different fundamentals at 5 different stations with 5 different groups. We cover throwing, ground balls, fly balls, hitting, and base running. So we teach them the fundamentals of baseball.
Who's teaching them today?
Former Major League players. We've got Neil Fiala, Lonnie Macklin, John Costello, Kurt Ford, and myself, Scott Terry. If you're going to be a good hitter, you can't let this back elbow get way away from your body. It's got to stay right in here beside your body.
Learn some good fundamentals of baseball. I think it's very important to get it started at a young age, and I think this is probably the best place for him to do it.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What's the best part about this?
Hitting.
We try to give them something to take with them, not only the instruction while they're at the station, but also maybe something mentally or attitude-wise that will benefit them as they go on.
You're having fun?
Yeah!
The kids have a great time.
Go Cardinals!
Those kids look like they're having a lot of fun and learning to play baseball the right way from the Cardinals. Now, it looks like Fredbird's finished his new creation. What do you have for us, Bird? Hey, that looks just like Professor Uman's microscope. Great job. Maybe you could be a scientist too, just like Professor Uman.
Not so fast, Andy. Oh, it takes hard work to be a scientist. I mean, first of all, you got to know the differences between beakers and flasks. Always wear safety goggles before doing any scientific experiment. Plus, you must do a lot of studying so you can know more about chemical reactions. Well, you see there, knowledge is key. Hey, while I check my flow charts, why don't we meet some Cardinal players? Because it's time for Magical Cardinal Memories, brought to you by our friends at the Magic House.
What's your favorite Cardinal memory?
Walking around the field on the Eureka Sports Association night.
How'd you feel when you were down there on the field?
I felt excited because I was on the field and no one's really allowed on the field very often.
That guy behind you was putting fingers up behind your ears.
Hey, why not create some magical memories of your own at the Magic House? They have super cool exhibits, exciting summer camps. It's even a great place for birthday parties. For more information, go to magichouse.org. Coming up on Baseball Tip of the Week, learn the right way to play the game from the pros. Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. We'll be right back.
My name is Ty. Today I'm wearing a special camera in the Magic House so that you can see everything I see. Follow me. The fireball is lightning, passes through 14 different gases as it comes away from the electrode. This way! Here is outside. You need any more sand? This is really cool. Anybody need any rocks? Come see for yourself. There's a surprise around every corner.
You supply the athlete, we supply the rest. Let Fisher's Proline Sports outfit your team from head to toe with the latest clothing and equipment. From custom uniforms and team sweats to warm-ups and footwear, Fisher's has top-quality brand name Under Armour and Nike products and a great selection of fan wear, including Cardinal gear. Make sure your team looks as good as they play. Stop by Fisher's in Florissant or their newest store in the Chesterfield Valley. Online at fishersports.com. Get the right fit at Fisher's Proline Sports.
Hey kids, welcome back to the show. Cardinals Kids is brought to you by SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. You can learn more about them at cardinalglennon.com. Now, if you haven't heard, Fredbird's decided to take some art classes, and so before classes start, we decided to practice. Let's take a look at your schedule and see what we should do next. What's it say? It says here that you'll be required to do some performing arts. Well, that should be easy. You perform at all the Cardinal games. What kind of performing arts do you want to practice? I got it. How about if you practice your mime skills? You know, those are the guys that communicate without saying anything. You should be good at that. Do that thing where you pretend like you're trapped in a box. That's not working out so great. What do you say we switch things up and see how you perform at wiffle ball? Because it's time for the balls and strikes tip of the week, which always starts with 10 pitches. Let's go, Art Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoa! 8, 9, 10, woohoo! Time for the St. Louis Prospects Tip of the Week. Help me out, Fred. Roll tape.
Colton Wong, second baseman of the St. Louis Cardinals, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a little base running. The biggest thing for me is I always want to stay as close as I can to the grass, infield grass. You don't want to take wide turns because that makes more steps and a longer distance to travel to second base. So I try to always hit the base and get as close as I can back to the infield grass as possible.
If you'd like to get better, go to stlprospects.com and become a prospect.
Before we go to break, let's take a swing at this week's Laclede Gas Trivia question. The question is, what player for the 1968 Washington Senators hit 10 home runs in 1 week in just 6 games with only 20 at-bats? We'll have the answer after the commercial break. Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Cardinal Nation.
In just 2 seasons of Homers for Health, we've raised over $1 million to help sick and injured kids at Cardinal Glennon. You've made every one of our home runs extra special.
We hope thousands more get involved this season.
Give for our strikeouts.
Put K's for kids. Get your own commercial.
It's easier to crash yours.
Support kids at SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center today. Make your decision at glennon.org or stop by Johnny Maps. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody.
That ought to shut them up.
We're back, and Cardinals Kids is brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. Here is the answer to the Laclede Gas Trivia question. First, the question. What player for the 1968 Washington Senators hit 10 home runs in 1 week in just 6 games with only 20 at-bats? And the answer is, somebody cue the horn section. Big Frank Howard. Frank was also a former All-American in basketball and baseball at Ohio State. Thank you for playing Laclede Gas Trivia.
Hey kids, welcome back to the show. Today we're trying to be real creative so Fredbird can get an A in art school. It all started earlier when Fred told me he was going to take an art class this summer. I thought he should do a little pre-class studying. So we tried drawing, and then sculptures, and even performing arts. I say Fred's really getting the hang of it. So now we're stepping it up a little bit. We're trying a different art form, filmmaking. What do you want to do first, director? Whoa, wait a minute, Fred. I think Scott's going to need that camera to shoot the show. Don't you have another one? There you go. That's a great little camera. Okay, so let's make a movie. Hey kids, while Fred and I get some shots from around the stadium, meet one of our friends down at Cardinal Glennon. Count it down for me, filmmaker. 3, 2, 1, roll tape.
It's me.
Cameron wakes up with a smile on her face every single day and does everything she sets out to do with that same smile.
It's just a bundle of joy, lots of fun. You never know what's going to come out of her mouth at any given moment.
What would be one word to describe you?
Awesome. Talented.
That's 2 words.
I know.
She has a genetic syndrome called Bacterial H. It's a known genetic syndrome that has a constellation of symptoms, and she's had several issues with that.
She's our 3rd child, and every parent goes into that big, exciting ultrasound to find out if you're having a boy or a girl, never to hear something's not right, which is what we experienced. I really think that she was given this personality to overcome the challenges that she faces in life and that she's already rocked through.
She's just kind of always had that, that princess mentality, that diva mentality, and I think if she were any other way, it just wouldn't be right.
Me and my brother and sister were in the basement once, and we were planning to sleep downstairs there, and somebody's like, hey, let's play A to Z Mysteries when we're down here. And I'm like, oh yeah, baby! And then we all started laughing.
She has a real heart for other kids. She genuinely realizes, hey, they're going through something too, and just has that big heart to want to do anything she can to help other kids.
This new girl in my class named Lainey, she just came this year with, like, her friend, my friend too, named Allie, they sometimes have trouble, and one time she was having a bit of a trouble, and then she felt bad, so I cheered her up.
I always tell people, would I have asked for this? No way. But would I trade it or give it back? Not at all. It changed us as individuals, it changed us as a couple, it changed our older kids. They were compassionate before, but man, do they have hearts now. But we really became much better people because of Cameron.
They help so many people over at Cardinal Glennon. Now, we're done shooting our movie. Fred's finishing up the editing. Okay, are we ready to show our film? Roll it. Looks good so far. There's you sitting in the seats, and there's you walking up the steps. There's me, and there's more of you, and another shot of you. Wow, Fred, I thought I'd be in the film just a little bit more. What happened to all the shots of me? Maybe filmmaking's not our forte. No, Fred, no forte, Fred. Well, never mind. You man, see what I'm dealing with?
Yes, I do, Andy. Working with a stinky bird is never a good thing. But you know what would have made your film so much better?
I'm open for suggestions.
Couple of shots of the old U-man here. I do have quite a bit of experience with film. Most of it is me scraping the film off the pond in my backyard. But I have been told that I'm very photogenic. But enough about my star qualities. Let's help make you a star on the field in a safe way. It's time for the Cardinal Glennon Sports Care Safety Tip.
Hello everyone, this is Jake from Cardinal Glennon Sports Care, coming to you from Barron Gymnastics in South County with your sports safety tip of the week. This week we're going to be talking about how important your posture is. When most of the day is spent with your head and shoulders pushed forward and back relaxed in a slump position, it puts your body at risk for injury on the playing field. Performing posture exercises like angel wings, shoulder retraction, and neck retraction help to align your body so you aren't putting your neck and shoulders at risk for injury. Make sure to work on your posture when sitting in school, exercising, and playing sports to help keep you in the game.
Hey, thanks for the tip. Now kids, stay tuned because coming up next, we're expanding your knowledge of the game with the baseball phrase of the week. You're watching Cardinals Kids on Fox Sports Midwest. Who's going to win this year? The pitchers or the hitters? Support Cardinal Glennon Kids by making a pledge to Homers for Health or K's for Kids. You can make your pledge at glennon.org or any Johnny Mac store. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody and you. SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center is a Level 1 pediatric trauma center and full-service pediatric hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. They help every child, regardless of their ability to pay. More than 60 subspecialties staffed by caring nurses and expert doctors help them take care of everything from a broken arm to open heart surgery. Their nationally ranked cardiology and heart surgery and neonatology programs ensure that children and babies with the most complex conditions have access to the best care possible. At the St. Louis Fetal Care Institute, they perform life-saving surgeries for babies even before they're born. To learn more about their unmatched expertise and how their love for kids just keeps on growing, go to cardinalglennon.com.
Hey, you man, what's the phrase of the week?
All right, kids, here's your Fisher's Baseball phrase of the week. And the phrase is dirt nap. A dirt nap is when a player trips or falls in the outfield or while running the bases. If that ever happens to you, get back on your feet as quick as you can after your dirt nap. So kids, there's your Fisher's Baseball phrase of the week. Thanks for playing along. You know, with all this artwork here today, I've been inspired to break out my wicker strips. Time to do a little basket weaving. Can I make one for you guys?
Sure. I think that's something therapeutic for the professor. Anyway, kids, Fred and I are getting back to the basics. Crayons and paper. Nothing like coloring to get your creative juices flowing. So what'd you make, Fred? Hey, that's a picture of me pitching. It's really good. But it looks like the batter hit the ball a long ways. That didn't happen that often when I pitched for the Cardinals. But you know, I struck out 2,000 batters. I hit 8 home runs. Hey, you want to check out what I drew? Check this out. An eagle, bald eagle, a fine, majestic bird. Strong. Now that's an important bird. Well, Fred, you're an important bird too. Yeah, you and the eagle have a lot in common. You're both bald. You man, help me out. Help!
Sorry, Andy, you kind of dug yourself a pretty deep hole on that one. But you know what? If you were to give Fredbird maybe one of my baskets filled with fruit, he would forgive you maybe in time for next week's show. You can watch Cardinals Kids each Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here on Fox Sports Midwest. And bonus! You can catch the show again on Monday and Wednesday afternoons at 2 p.m. And don't forget to visit us on Facebook. And go to cardinalskids.com to learn all about the show. Send us your questions and comments, and even watch more video of Andy, Fredbird, and me. It's all at cardinalskids.com. Cardinals Kids is brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, where their love for kids just keeps on growing. Thanks for watching today. Maybe I'll see you on the radio sometime soon on KC95 in the mornings or down here at Busch Stadium. Hey, until next time, Professor U-Man, P.U., saying so long from the ballpark.
Come on, Fred, slow down. I'll make a different picture. How about a blue jay? What about an oriole? No, never mind. Come on, bird. How about a cat? Wait, what was I thinking? Cats don't like birds. Maybe we should forget the crayons and help the U-Man make baskets. How's that sound, Fred? Fred!